Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video in the salon. So today we're doing a lace closure sew-in. Of course, I've shampooed and conditioned her hair, and now I'm just detangling so that I can blow dry it out. As you can see, she is relaxed. It's been quite a while since I've actually done relaxed hair. Just to be honest, I think pretty much everybody has been natural. I don't think I've done relaxed hair in quite some time, but yeah, so I'm just detangling her hair, and she has some pretty long relaxed hair. I remember when I was relaxed, I would always get to a certain point and it would just stop growing. Like I guess it kind of depended on how well I was taking care of it, because at one point it actually did get a little lengthy, but for the most part my hair has always been like the same length. It always gets to a certain spot and that's it. It just seemed like it stops growing. But I am determined to start growing my hair. If you watched my silk out video that I did at home, then you know I did trim my hair, and I haven't trimmed it since then, so be on the lookout for a new silk out video. So now that I have her hair blown out, I'm going to use just a little bit of edge control to tame those edges, and I'm braiding everything down, but I feel like I kind of should have left out like a little bit of edge in the front, just because the shape of her hairline is not, straight across, and when you put a closure on, it's typically straight across. So I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but if I end up doing her hair again, then I'll show you exactly what I mean by the closure being straight and her hairline is not straight. So I should have just left out some hair so that the part could be just a clean, straight part across. But I feel like I'm throwing you all off with that, so we're just gonna continue on with the video. So when I'm doing lace closure sew-ins, I like to keep the braids in the front much smaller than the braids in the back. Honestly, I think it just makes the closure lay a little flatter. And as you know, I always do my braids to the back. I typically don't use the beehive method anymore. There was a braid pattern that I used to use, but to me it seems like braiding it to the back is more efficient. So now I'm just sewing down the closure, and I typically sew one side down and come back to the other side and sew that down, just so that it's pretty much in a good spot. And then I proceed with sewing down the sides. So once I have the sides stitched down, then I just go and make my part, and then I'll separate the hair in the front and just sew that down as well. You want to make sure that you're not sewing where you would part it. That's the reason why I parted it out first, so that I can make sure I'm not in an area where she would part her hair. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So this hair, I'm not quite sure exactly where she purchased it from. The closure was not pre-plucked, so I did have some trouble, trying to pluck it and make it look natural. also the knots were not bleached prior to this sew-in. So I'm just trying to do my best to pluck it. And then if you watched my previous video where I did the traditional sew-in, the red hair, my hot comb went out, and this was literally that next morning. So I didn't get a chance to even go out and purchase another hot comb. And then as I'm watching the video, I'm thinking to myself, like, I could have used a blow dryer. I don't know why that didn't come to mind, but instead I ended up just spraying her closure down and trying to tie it down with some wrap strips, and I put her under the dryer, and it helped a little bit, but I still wasn't pleased. But she was happy with her hair, so that's all that really matters. I just feel like that I could have went back and hot combed it a little more, and then I'm kind of upset that I thought about the blow drying method after the fact. So yeah, she probably will be in for a touch up on her sew-in. Hopefully I'll have a hot comb by then. I've already put my order in for one, so it should be in by the time she sets up another appointment. But as you can see, I'm just using the wrap strips to try to lay it down. Like I said, it didn't really help that much because I couldn't even get the strips on that good. And I really wish I would have blow dried it, but so this is after she came from under the dryer. Like I said, it don't really look like it did much because I feel like the strips weren't on tight enough. And she also requested some strip lashes, so I applied her some strip lashes as well. But this is the final look. I believe she is wearing like some natural wave hair. And again, I do not know where she purchased it from. If you're looking for some hair that's similar to this texture, you can check out my deep wave hair, my premium collection. The closures come pre-plucked, and you literally only have to do minimal customization. But that's all for today. I will see you in my next video. Give me a big old thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye.